If not, Mr. Jennings, you had a follow-up?
Thank you.
Once again, just for the record, in the paper trail, your name and address.
Okay.
3 minutes.
My name is Robert Jennings. I live at 3553 Marina View Point, Muskegon, Michigan. You know that that's a stone's throw from the deceased CJ. I've appeared in front of the commission several times stating my opinion and requesting action. I'm not doing very well. I don't have a very good track record on this. I tried to save CJs and failed. I'm still waiting from a call from the city manager's office regarding the polling that was done for awarding a no-bid contract for our refuse collection, among other things. I even brought a cardboard box, a bit of hyperbole, if you'll remember, trying to impress you with how important it is to please the citizens and do what's right. I'd like to speak for just a couple minutes then on the Sappy Milching property controversy. Our citizens are not happy. They've come before you with signed petitions. They reflect on the days when people had to do their laundry in Lakeside depending on which way the wind was blowing. And the reason for that is because the particulates that came out of the smokestacks of the paper mill stained the laundry. Couldn't get it out. Now, it was weird. I won't be able to feel too much for this, I guess. But for the men here, being in a locker room at Muskegon Senior High School and changing into your uniforms with brown spots all over your undies, makes quite an impression. Okay, I would like to see some positive leadership and some concern on the part of the commission to remedy the situation. Mr. Milching certainly, or the Milching Corporation, has invested a lot of money, a lot of time. They're doing a very good job taking down the old mill. I don't think anyone would complain in the community for their efforts there. They deserve a return on their investment. They did this with the idea that they're going to make a profit, and that should be respected. But please consider the needs of the neighbors of the communities. Yachting Magazine decided that we were way up there nationally on ideal places for boating. People will come here to spend their money for those things, not to see scrap operations. Now, have you ever seen a scrap operation? Go to Holland and observe it there, or Kalamazoo, Michigan, and observe it there. It's nothing pretty. Thank you. So hopefully you can get together and we can make a plan so that everyone is satisfied here. Teach Mr. Milching the value of that property and what we need in the city that he could make a much larger profit on. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jenny.
Yeah.
Mr. Mills.
Thank you.
My name's Dan Mills, 1817 Mills Avenue, 29445. Anyway, I'm here to talk again about the Sappy properties, former Sappy property, and my request for information from the city. And just to remind you, back in January when we were hearing all about how the Sappy site was clean, and they're going to bring that smokestack down on Sunday, and this was on Thursday, and bring it down with dynamite, and everything was in order, and I kept thinking to myself, okay, everybody keeps saying it's in order, but I'm not hearing any reference to any documentation or anything. And so I started asking for that. You know, for instance, how much of a bond was taken out? You know, I know there must be an insurance bond. You're going to blow up a smokestack. And I was getting nowhere, so I started filing freedom of information. And you can see this, you know, if you question what really happened back in January. Did the commissioners and everybody really say that it was clean? You won't see it on TV 96 because those videos aren't available. I don't even know why you set your camera up, because there's like 4 or 5 videos of this whole year that are actually can be found online. I've called you, I've sent you emails. I got an email link once that was broken, you know, and then I responded to that. I said, there's no record of what's going on here. So I guess, you know, that's why we have to take our own videos. But you can see that it's online. Back in January, asking about where's the documentation, finally coming down to the legalistic filing freedom of information requests. I was estimated a $300-some payment was going to be required to find this information, do this search. And so I needed to pay half of it up front, so I did. I paid $150. This is on payroll too. And then the response 2 weeks later was, well, actually it's going to cost more than twice that much. It's going to probably cost $750, and you're going to have to pay $300 up front now. And so then I demanded to get my money back, and that was a hassle too, but I did get it back. And then I came into the clerk's, and I asked her help to craft a Freedom of Information request. And so at her suggestions, then I did ask for permits, copies of permits taken out by the, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, just.
Oh, I didn't know you were listening. Okay, thanks, yeah. You watching the clock?
Yes.
Well, thanks, I'm not. I'm still asking for information, you know? And I'm going to keep on asking until I get it. Anyway, thanks to Ms. Cummings, I got this thing worded right. And so then the response was, no, since April, no permits. And how much, you know, was the bond for that smokestack? Well, I got the answer of how much that the inspection department would normally require, and a $20 bill for that lack of information. So I have another document tonight, still requesting, what is this? You watching the clock? You watching the calendar too? Because this is like September, right? Middle of September, and I'm still asking for information. I want to know what permits have been taken out. See, I thought all along you don't have any documentation. All along I've suspected you just, you know, do whatever the money tells you to. And I still do, but I'm going to file another request, and I'll pay the check for the $20, and we'll keep playing this stupid game. Okay, thanks a lot, and we'll look for you not on TV 96, but on Occupy Muskegon.
Thank you, Mr. Mills.
Are we allowed to respond to any of that statement or not?
Sir, you are.
Mr. Mills, I think you're totally 100% incorrect.
You've got 1 minute.
You say that the people on this commission said that that property was absolutely clean. You've never heard that from this commission, or have I ever heard of inquisitive questions about when Sappy was running and 180, 280 employees. If it's not clean, it wasn't clean then. Now that it's coming down, there may be some contaminants there, but we have never said it was clean.
Can I
Are there any
respond?
other comments?
Can I bring my projector in next time?
No. Ms. Benaric?
Thank you. Karen Bednarik, 3302 Arlington Avenue. And I echo the concerns as far as the safety and full remediation and characterizing the contaminants on the site in terms of a full responsible cleanup of the site prior to any kind of redevelopment. And hopefully, you know, I've talked with Ann Couture and then I talked with Heather Collins today, and I want to thank the Commission for agreeing to have a Q&A with the DEQ on October 1st from 6 to 7, which will hopefully answer a lot of questions as far as the assurances that they will complete a comprehensive cleanup and characterize the contaminants. So anything that is done further on the site, and hopefully they're not continuing to bring more scrap onto the site, which would be in violation of environmental laws, but that they would be doing responsible cleanup and prior to redevelopment. And then the hearing on their permit request would be at 7 o'clock. So everybody is encouraged to come with their questions, and the city, I imagine you guys are going to be there, and Mr. Melching has agreed to be there, as well as the different departments from the DEQ, the air quality, the surface water, and the remediation department. Thank you.
I just want to address something that Ms. Benaric said about October 1st. That date is the date of a public hearing on a permit application from Mr. Melching. And the purpose of that hearing is to take comments on that permit application. It's not a question and answer session for the city of Muskegon or the DEQ or Mr. Melching, there probably will be questions that will come up and there will probably be answers. But the purpose of that meeting is, and it's been noticed that there is a public hearing scheduled by the DEQ for a permit application that Mr. Melching has submitted.
Excuse me, Brian. I just spoke with Heather Hopkins today, and she said the purpose of the public involvement was to answer questions, and it was regarding the whole redevelopment and remediation of the site, not just in terms of the permit request, because there was such public outcry and so much opposition. The DEQ wanted that, and she said that you, or whomever she had spoken with, and Ann Couture, who's the head of remediation, had agreed to that hour of Q&A prior to the permit, which has a more strict definition in terms of their ability to deny or approve. So
October 1st.
We just got it in writing from the DEQ that 6 to 7 is the time for the hearing.
Hold on. Okay, we'll, if need to, we'll get clarification, because that's not the information that we have. Okay.
Both of them will be the same night, one at 6 and one at 7. That's what we got.
But whether it's that date, there is an agreement for us to have a public meeting.
right.
Okay. In the interim, the DEQ is fully involved in their obligation to make sure that the former Sappy property is remediated and is taken care of to satisfy. I mean, there was 2 good articles with Ann Couture in the past 3
I've
weeks.
spoken with her extensively.
So,
but
we'll get clarification.
I can send you the email that I just got today.
Very good. Vice Mayor?
I was just going to say that, just so everybody understands, that the permit that the hearing is for, that was asked to be reviewed, now it has to go to the DEQ because it affects the water. So these are the loading platforms that are on either side of the existing inlet. That's what the hearing on the October 1st is regarding, is the permit to do that work.
Any other comments? Commissioner?
I just wanted to let folks know that prior to my appointment to the commission, I'm a very active member of the Muskegon Lake Watershed Partnership. I'm in fact the secretary at the moment, and I have participated in the past in fact-finding missions as to the degree of contamination of Sappy and just acquiring information. And so I really would ask citizens to please feel free to have an open door with me. And if you have information, my purpose at this time is to make the best informed decision that I can. And so I really request that people send us information that is respectful but informative, so that we can review it and make proper decisions when they are brought to us.
Commissioner? Any other comments from the public? Please.
Shanti Davy, 4380 Happy Point Lane, Norton Shores. Well, I echo the Sappy stuff, and but I feel upset and angry tonight. And I've always tried to address you with love and respect. Every night I pray for you guys for your enlightenment. So but today I'm very upset, and I heard that Roger was surrounded by 2 police officers when he went up to get a paper from Anne Marie Cummings at the work session last night. Now, we have been coming here since November, quite frequently. We are not violent. Dan is a hothead, yes, but you know what?
Hey.
The appropriate response to being disrespected, to having decisions being made that hurt the people, the appropriate response is anger. And I've just had longer in life maybe to bite my tongue, think about it, and then say something in a positive way. But I'm upset about that, and I'm upset that I feel you use the rules and your laws to dampen democracy and to disengage the public and to put fear in the public.
Yay!
It's enough that people come out here to speak. It's hard to come up and speak here. You see, you can hear the quavering in my voice. It's not easy for us to speak to you. So there's already that barrier. And I want to quote some things from Paula Holmes Greeley that she wrote in her paper about, in the editorial, about why the people are disengaged in Muskegon. We have the lowest voter turnout of any county in the state. And so, you know, the fact that one of the things is the public comment. You know, in the past 10 years, here's what she says. All governmental boards in the county also need to review their public commenting policies. Over the last decade, school boards, township boards, city councils, county commissions have adopted restrictive commenting rules that don't allow for open discussion of issues between elected officials and the voters. These rules discourage public comments by establishing a time limit, allowing comment only at the end or the beginning, requiring the speakers to submit their questions before the meeting. And these all are happening of our democracy. And, you know, it's happening on the state level and the national level, but we're not going to let it happen here. We have woken up, and you can see there's more people in the audience all the time. And it's going to continue. It's a new paradigm. People want to speak, and you know what? The thing is, if you build consensus with people, you get commitment. You get a better city. To squelch the public voice does not help you. It hurts you. And it hurts all of us. I learned from Occupy Muskegon. We have a lot of different voices in there. We have even people from the Tea Party who have come to Occupy Muskegon. We have a lot of voices, a lot of opinions. But in talking out our different viewpoints, we usually can come to something that's of benefit to the most. And so, you know, I encourage you, like I have all the time since I've been coming here, to stop using your rules to dampen democracy and invite us in. She goes through a whole bunch of other things too, such as committees. Stop putting all you guys and all city employees on committees. Open it up to more people. You know, and I think she meant the county more than the city.
Right, because we have all citizens, and then
I know, but more. You do see the same names quite a bit.
We've all tried to get people so.
So anyway,
time limit.
What? My time's up?
Almost.
Well, anyway, I will continue to pray for you, and I want Sappy cleaned up.
We want Sappy cleaned up too. I live here. Last night, Mr. Nye wasn't surrounded by two officers. One officer kindly asked him
He
to
most
step
certainly
back.
was, sir.
But anyway, as far as public comment, we always welcome it. Even when particular items are presented and aren't public hearings, if an individual asks to speak prior to a vote, we've always allowed that. Even though we could disallow, we don't believe in disallowing. Okay.
Well,
so we try. We try our best. I'm not debating, but I'm going to stand for us. Now, as far as being available to people and being open, well, let's talk to the people in my neighborhood and other neighborhoods that come by on their bike and stop me while I'm mowing my lawn. Or talk to any one of these commissioners if they're having breakfast at Carmen's. Or Karen's husband who called me on my cell phone at work today. I didn't get to your phone call because I wasn't home. I was on my day job. But we're open. We're accessible. And we take the phone calls, even on a Sunday night. Or we're stopped at the mire. Or if we're walking through the farmer's market. Because our accessibility is based on the fact that we are neighbors. We are citizens of this city. And when we stand up, our bodies don't end up right here. We're not bobbleheads. And we want goodness for the city as well. I do appreciate your prayers, and we'll need much more of them as the years commence. And those are always welcome, Shante. But thank you. But please appreciate our humanity, our citizenship, and the fact that day in and day out, we work with our neighbors, we work within our neighborhood associations, and we are in it all together. And it may not seem like it when we're making crappy, decisions in the eyes of others. It ain't always easy, but we try our darndest. And
you betcha.
I take a lot of tongues. So, That is all.
And so if you ever need anything to go up to the counter, you just get my attention, I'll pass it off. I'm here to help you out. I'm here to serve.
Don't want anybody by the
Yeah, that's the thing, is just during a meeting to approach. She's busy, she's taking notes, she's got her head down. She doesn't know everybody's attention, so that's why we're here. Get our attention. We'll come to your seat.
Do other people know that?
That's what I'm telling you guys now. Usually I just do it on a case-by-case basis. We may get a few of these little theater things so people know how it works. Because, people get nervous.
That's interesting. Nobody else knows this, but we know.
No, I talked to the gentleman last night. We said, hey, just give it to us. We'll pass it on. It's no big deal. You guys, it's good that you're here. You have the right to speak. But we got to keep some kind of organization, that.
What did you think last night? You were going to arrest him?
No.
Well, he says you surrounded him. What happened? I wasn't here.
If we're going to arrest somebody, your hands are like this, and you're in some handcuffs.
Well, that's what I was imagining,
We talk to people.
Right.
You'd have to do quite a bit to get arrested. I mean, it's a public forum.
Was he, did you think he was going to do something? Did you...
We don't want citizens to...
Was he out of line?
Yeah. You don't have to run around our officer.
Why are the two of you here now?
That's what I want to know. Why?
I said to the other officer last night, we have been to 10, count them, 10 county meetings around, not county, city meetings. Not one police officer. Why are they here now?
Well,
Is it because you're afraid of coming in, we got accepted, because of motion?
Oh, now that might add up.
Is there something we don't know? Are we in danger here that we don't?
You're not in danger. Around where I came from, a small town, 5,000, no different meeting as a police officer. We're just here to serve you. If you feel that if it's nerve-wracking, let me know, because it shouldn't.
Visitors to the city come here, and they used to go into these little towns all around Muskegon, and they come here and they see two police officers. What are they to think?
Well, normally I'm in the plain clothes like I was last night.
This is the police department in this building.
Yeah.
So when they say, gee, the police department isn't right in that building, why do they need two police officers?
Well, I'm supposed to come to earn my money.
I haven't seen it anywhere else.
The city of Maryland, I went to everyone. I was in uniforms like this. At 6 years old, we never had any problems. Only like little things like this where so we walk up to our clerk, we have to remind them, during the meeting, don't walk up, don't do different business. That's all.
So that's all it was. You're just trying to keep the peace.
No, I'm more like keeping organization.
That's what I mean, yeah.
If you want to speak, that's where you speak.
Yeah, so you just got spooked because of the Sutter badge maybe or something?
Like you were going to attack them.
The gun.
If you felt that way, I apologize if you felt that way. That was not the intent.
He was really hurt.
Hey, Roger.
Yeah, if you're offended, I'm sorry, because that you shouldn't be offended.
Were you scared?
Well, what else would we do? They could have been here.
I guess so. Were you here?
Yes, I was
That's
here.
why I'm apologizing.
I can verify it.
Really? Did they, scare him? And why did they do it? Was
He just got up and he walked over for him. The guy sprang up from here and the cops from over there.
Well, don't cry.
Grabbed him by the arm.
Really? They grabbed
Don't worry
him?
about that.
Yeah, they did.
They
Didn't
grabbed
Roger?
him? You guys grabbed him?
No.
She said you grabbed him. You're crying. You were scared, weren't you? You were scared, weren't you?
She was irate.
He's fine. He left here. We didn't put a mark on him.
Why? Why did you do that? Why did you do that?
Upset, very upset.
But she feels bad. I don't know.
Why did you do that?
And then
That's why people were talking to you guys.
Why did
because
you
I felt
do
like
that?
shit.
Why did you do that?
No. He walked up and got it. We just told him not to. That's all.
You told him not to and he kept on going, is that it?
No.
I came up here to get a paper.
That's all. So it's nothing. There's no big deal.
Nothing ever happens when I'm around.
Well, let us know the rules. That we can't walk up there.
That's why I asked Ann tonight if it's okay if Dan put that down because she has to keep track of what's going on. We're just trying to focus on the meeting, not on paperwork shuffling, checks going every which way. Hey, we're up here to have a commission meeting. follows the
I
agenda.
understand
That's why
why
we're
you're
here.
here. Yep. I think it was because he moved something, you know?
Oh,
He did really.
I can't imagine. You know, he's retired from the federal government. 35 years for the federal government, right? I think you know how to act in a public meeting, right?
Yeah. You didn't know our intentions were. We all know now what our intentions were. They were
We're totally fine with you here.
Yeah.
But we need to know the rules. If we can't walk up there, that's all.
And I don't want to post a big rule board. I'll just tell you. Like that phone
now
rang.
I know.
Did you see me give that one guy a legal on his phone ring?
Yeah.
When the phone ring? I was gonna get up, but I didn't want to disrupt the meeting. But he looked at me and he got the idea and he walked away.
Yeah.
Hello.
Videotape Mark here. Mark running for county commission.
Yeah.
But you have the website, right?
Yeah.
Watching this video.
Yeah. Now that's another one. Yeah. He's got.
Don't stare me up.
No, I won't. I won't.
Everybody. All right.
Buddy. Thanks.
And call me and let me know if you find them.
Okay, do you know where to send it?
Yes, I have your email. I saved it. Your email.
Thank you. Dan at OccupyMuskegon.net. Thank you.
Dan at OccupyMuskegon.net.
Thank you. Okay. Hi. See you, Bob. Were you here last night? Did you see Roger get surrounded?
Damn right I did.
Yeah. Why are you supposed to be doing that?
I have no idea.
Roger or Judith is convinced they're trying to keep people scared to come in here. They don't want people coming in and talking. Yeah.
He just offered or walked over to give the paper or something to the city clerk.
So they grabbed him, huh?
Those three guys were right on him, right?
Grabbed him. Now, why do you suppose the mayor lied about it?
I don't know.
He did, though, right?
Sure.
He lied about it, right? Why do you suppose the mayor lied about that?
Pardon me?
Why do you suppose the mayor lied about that? There are people here who saw it. He got grabbed last night. The mayor said he didn't get grabbed. He didn't get touched. They didn't surround him.
You know, I saw it. There was one person.
One person.
The policeman got up from the desk, and I don't know what it was about.
Yeah, you don't know what it was about? I know what it's about. You guys don't want people coming in here, so you're going to accost them, right? Scare them. Get them. You see Judy crying over there?
You don't believe that, do you? That we don't want people to come in?
Oh, you're an honest guy, aren't you?
I try to be.
Yeah, I don't believe you.
Well, see?
Yeah.
Don't pick on him. I think he's one of the better ones.
Well,
There with the mayor
I don't know how you compare it.
other guy.
I don't know how you can compare that. You know, complicit participant.
He's one of the better ones.
I've heard enough. Good night.
If we ever stop listening, then we're not doing it.
Buddies, what you guys planning?